What do YouTube? So we've been a little deceived from yesterday because at first it was Kalen Ballage ended up getting released by the Miami Dolphins, but it ended up being Kalen Ballage being traded to the New York Jets by the Miami Dolphins for a conditional late round pick, I might add. But us as Miami Dolphins fans, we already knew Kalen Ballage was most likely going to be out of Miami, considering the fact that we added Jordan Howard in the offseason. We added Matt Breida during the offseason. So he was going to get buried on the depth chart. Now, me personally, I was like, okay. Like when we added those two backs, I was like, all right, so it's a possibility. It's a very, very slim chance that Kalen Ballage was going to end up making the roster. Because we have the depth of Patrick Laird and we have the depth of Myles Gaskin on the roster. During the 2019 season, though, that was Kalen Ballage's time to shine. I remember us Miami Dolphins fans were going back and forth, Kalen Ballage or Kenyon Drake, who was going to be the starter. A lot of mofos were on that Kalen Ballage train because they was too busy talking about Kenyon Drake, he's not that good. He fumbles the ball too much, and yada yada yada. And now all of a sudden, now they was trying to get him up out of Miami. Now let's just to go over the numbers real fast. He played 12 games in 2019, had 74 carries, had 135 yards, and a staggering was averaging 1.8 yards per carry. Most of his work came out on the goal line. That's how we ended up getting him 3 touchdowns. But a lot of folks fell in love with Kalen Ballage at the end of his rookie season in that Minnesota Vikings game. He broke off 2 big runs, and they just fell in love with him. Now, when he came out of Arizona State in 2018 in the 4th round, at first I thought it was a depth move. And by the way, Adam Gase drafted him for the Jets fans at home. So you can see why the New York Jets ended up drafting him, but I'm not too sure how that's going to end up working out. I don't know what's your depth situation as far as running back is concerned. I know Le'Veon's still there. Don't know exactly what's going on over there. Be sure to let me know in the comment section because I'm pretty sure we're going to draw a lot of y'all in here as far as trying to get as much background for Kalen Ballage as possible. But me personally, one of the biggest issues that Miami ends up having is they have a hard time finding out exactly true talent as far as the running back position. And let me elaborate on that. Because we had the same issue with Kenyon Drake. I felt like we had Kenyon Drake for the longest time and we failed to give him an opportunity to actually take the carries. We failed to do that with Mostert, who's with the San Francisco 49ers. Damian Williams. Me personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of Damian Williams, but he was productive when he came in. He screwed up a lot, but he was productive when he got into the shuffle. And again, with Kalen Ballage, I feel like that's the same issue. Now, again, Adam Gase ended up drafting him. Adam Gase, from what I've seen with his time in Miami, he likes receiving backs, and that's the reason why I ended up falling in love with Kalen Ballage. The man is 6'2", 231 pounds, can do anything you ask a running back to do. He struggled with blocking at first, but he developed that as his career grew in his 2 years in Miami. He can catch the football. Him running the football on a consistent basis is yet to be seen. Me personally, I feel like that was more prone to the offensive line inability to run block the last 2 years. But it's going to be interesting to see exactly what Adam Gase could do with Kalen Ballage or any other coach that end up getting Kalen Ballage. Because y'all have a fairly, I feel like the New York Jets offensive line is a little bit better than the Miami Dolphins offensive line. But all around, man, Kalen Ballage, I just feel like he didn't have a fair shake in Miami. Again, he goes along with that long list of running backs that didn't have a fair shake in Miami that ended up being successful somewhere else. But personally, I'm not going to miss him because we got my boy Jordan Howard. But again, Kalen Ballage traded to the New York Jets. He has not been cut for a conditional late round draft pick. I wish him nothing but the best. You know what it is. I actually had a different video in mind today for Mark Jefferson. Don't worry, I got you for a different day. But you know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.